Hello, everybody. This is LaDonna Crawford coming to you Friday, May 13th from Food for the Soul. Today's episode is going to be about despair. Recently, the world was informed that Naomi Judd had passed away. Not only had she passed away, but she had taken her own life. She committed suicide. I am so sad. My heart goes out to that family. As a show of respect for them and her, I'm going to take a moment, a few seconds or so, to just have silence in remembrance and respect of the Judd family. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Okay, I want to talk about despair. When you feel hopeless to the point that you're actually considering ending your life. There was a time, of course, I could not understand that. I would just, oh my goodness, how could someone do that? Don't they realize how precious life is and how you only get one, and if you end that, that's it for you. And then you may end up in the worst place. Well, life has a way of showing you things, of answering your questions for you. I was actually able to experience that feeling. Unfortunately, I had a son pass away in 2012. He was 30 years old. Brandon was his name. It was an accident. However, just the same, he is no longer with us. That, my friends, I can't. No one should know how that feels, but there are millions of us that do. I don't know why, but that's it's not. I used to think that, oh my, why me? What did I do wrong? Was he being punished for me? Actually, no. I think we all have to leave here alone. No one can do it for us, or that's in the Lord's hands. I'm a believer. Okay, so I believe that I really have a feeling. I kind of know that it was his time to go. Doesn't make it any better. I didn't know. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay around. I actually laid around for 2 weeks in my pajamas. I'd go take care of my business, the business of putting him to rest, making all the plans and everything. Then I'd go home and just get in a fetal position in my pajamas and just try to sleep. I tried to sleep for as much as I could. However, you can't sleep your life away. You can't sleep every day and avoid anything that way. You have to wake up sometimes. Nothing, no one can say, do, drinking, and nothing helps. Because here's the thing, every day you wake up, you have the same problem. They're still not there. And it just got so bad. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to walk, put one step foot in front of the other. I didn't know how to act. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to feel what I was feeling. So that brought me to the despair. I wanted to end the pain. No, I didn't want to die. No one really wants that. Those who's taken that road, unfortunately, to end their lives, they don't want that. But they don't see a way out. I didn't want to die. I just didn't want to live in misery and pain every day. It's like hell on earth. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if this is what hell feels like, if it's worse than this, I don't want to go there. So I know that's probably normal, but you don't linger in that You can't stay in that place long because it gets really dangerous. When you start feeling that way, you have to reach out for help, talk to someone, pray, do whatever you have to do. Because it can get, it hooks in you and it could just pull you down. So, what helped me was the love that my son had for me. And I knew that he would not want me to waste away, to throw my life away, what I had left. Grieving him being gone. He was gone. And there's nothing, me taking myself out of here wouldn't bring him back. And I said, well, he would want me, if he could talk to me, if I could talk with him, he would tell me to fight. Mom, do whatever you're going to fight. Be okay. Please, I'll see you soon enough. Don't do that. Then it's two tragedies, So when I would get that far down, I would think of what he would say to me and how he would feel about me thinking that way. And it would not be good. It would hurt him so bad. Okay. So brings me to this. I am quite sure the family, Mrs. Naomi Judd, her family had an idea that she was depressed, despairing. But there's only so much anyone can do. I'm sure they talked to her. They were there for her, trying to do as much as they can. But again, no one can feel for you but you. It had to be tremendous. Can you imagine something so horrible that you don't even want to breathe, you don't even want to exist, you don't want to exist, you don't want to have to face it anymore. It's bad. That's bad. So you have to have sympathy. A lot of us have empathy. It tore my heart out when I heard that. Whenever I hear that, I know that most people, or everybody, I'm quite sure, that goes that route, they can't help it. I really think they're just beat down too low. They don't have anything. And I imagine it takes some strength, courage to do that. Because that, you can't come back from that. There's no coming back from that. And the other bad part about that is you don't really know what to expect, what waits you when you do that. Could it be worse than the thing that caused you to do it in the first place? Could be. I don't know. However, if you see a friend or a family member struggling, they're struggling with something, reach out to them. Just be there. Let them know that you're there for them. This is what helped me when I needed. Sometimes you just don't want to talk. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want anyone. But you don't want to be alone. There were times I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to do anything. But I wanted someone present in the house that I knew was there. If I should feel the need to talk, I could do it. I could do so. Okay. Or just someone you can pick up the phone any time of night and call. So that makes you feel like you have some support. But here's the thing. A lot of us are ashamed and we're afraid to let our loved ones know that we're contemplating something like that because it's frowned upon. And, it's actually, the police will come and arrest you. Isn't that something? Because you're a danger to yourself and they feel like you're a danger to others also. They don't know because no one understands that, So a lot of the people that has gone that route, they were afraid to tell anybody that they were feeling that way for fear of being ostracized or criminalized, thrown in a jail or a crazy house, mental ward for just feeling what's normal. Okay. And that keeps people from the stigma. It keeps them from opening up to their friends and family. So sometimes you have to, if you notice things, and you have, this person has a history or a reason or recent loss, reach out to them. And you don't want to pry or force yourself on them. Just tell them, look, I care. I'm here for you. Whenever, if ever you need to talk, or you just want me to come over and spend the night with you and just be in the house. Maybe fix you a nice dinner. We can have a nice, because you don't want to cook. A lot of times you don't even want to eat. But, if it's there, you may. So, I'm going to wrap up my episode of despair, suicide. It's not even easy saying the words. But that's why we got to get past that so that we can address this and start not making it such a terrible, scary thing. Making it where people can feel okay about talking to you about it. So, call someone up. Say, hi, how are you? Someone you know struggling, call them up. Say, hi, how are you? What can I do? If they said nothing, say, well, I'm here. You know where I'm at. If you want, I can come there and just be there. Okay. So, I'm going to go, everybody, be safe from the pandemic. Still be careful. Vaccinated or not, you can still catch it. And be nice to one another. And just be nice to one another and yourself. Okay? So, with that, I'm going to say good evening. Have a great weekend. Remember, Jesus loves you. Even if you don't know him, he knows you. Later. Peace.